Daily Diet with Father Pascal.
Now the disciples find it very hard and struggle to completely understand the identity of Jesus because there was confusion among the camp of the disciples, ranging from the miracles he did, the casting out of demons, walking on the sea, and various miracles and healing that he did. They couldn't fathom who Jesus Christ really was. To better understand the scene that happened at the mountain at the Transfiguration, we must visit what happened in Mark chapter 8 verse 27, when Jesus Christ asked them, "Who do people say that I am?" And they gave him different answers, that some say that John the Baptist, some say Elijah, and others some of the prophets. Then he asked them a question, "You, who do you say that I am?" But in order to reveal his glory and to strengthen the faith of his followers, and to show them that he is not a reincarnation of these men that they mentioned, he took Peter, James, and John on the mountain to experience his glory. And surprisingly, these men that they mentioned, Moses and Elijah, were seen paying homage to Jesus Christ once his glory was manifested. Moses and Elijah were considered the two greatest prophets in the Old Testament. They were the two primary figures associated with the Messiah. Moses was his predictor and Elijah was his precursor. And they were the only two persons to have seen theophanies, that is, they had a special appearance of God. Moses represented the law or the old covenant, whereas Elijah represented the prophets who foretold the coming of the Messiah. Moses' and Elijah's appearance with Jesus confirmed Jesus' messianic mission to fulfill God's law and the words of God's prophets, just as it was seen in Matthew chapter 5 verse 17, that I have not come to abolish the law and the prophets but to fulfill them. He was not merely one of the prophets. As God's only son, he far surpassed them in authority and power. Also, their ability to talk to Jesus Christ supports the promise of resurrection to all believers. Before now, Jesus Christ has already prophesied about his suffering and his death to his disciples. But the best and surest way to remove the scandal of the cross and the suffering of a Messiah from the minds of the disciples was to manifest the glory, so that they too can in turn strengthen their brothers. Meanwhile, this glory the devil wanted to trade with the glories of the world and its riches when he came to tempt Jesus Christ. Jesus, however, opted for the glory of God over the glory of the world. The message learned on the mountain must be lived and practiced in the valleys.
His words daily.
Nourished by his words daily.